Okay, today I am solving Codeforces Problem Difficulty level 1700. Okay, so I'm start from the middle. Okay, because some problem of these some problem is already solved by you of many of the. So I'm starting. So I'm gonna start with the in the middle, and I'm gonna solve three problem. And in subsequent videos, I'm gonna start from these row. Okay, I'm gonna continue from here only. Okay, this is the first problem. So you are given an integer a1 to a and an integer k. Find the maximum value of I into j minus k into or pair of I comma j of integer with I to n. Okay. So I'm gonna start a whiteboard. Okay. So first of all, this problem needs a n square. Okay. For all I comma j, we need a n square approach. But here n is so large, that is 10 to the power 5. And is 10 to the power 5. But even you can see that we need to maximize the value of I into j minus k ai or aj. But you see that the value of or the range of k is so small, that is 100. Up to it is only up to 100. Okay. So if for large ai and aj, for large ai and aj, there are many values, so that it will not gonna affect. Okay, so we need to find out for how many values it will not gonna affect. What is the value of I and j we need to consider. Because the we so this suspicious because k is very small, that's why I'm just dealing with only k. So what will be the value of I and j such that this value not gonna affect so much. So let's say for any the maximum value is n and n minus 1, that I is equal to n and j is equal to n minus 1. I'm just taking two value. Then what will be the value of this function? This will be n into n minus 1 minus k. So what will be the maximum value of ai or aj? I know that or maybe what is the range of ai is less than equal to n. So ai is less than equal to n. So max to max it will make out up to 2n. Okay, or by or operations it may go max to max 2n. So let's say I'm just taking it here 2n. So it will be n square minus n minus 2nk. Now I need to find some I comma j. So this is the last, this is the maximum value I can get if I just take I comma j, I is equal to n and j is equal to n minus 1. Then this is the last maximum value for I and j terms. Now I need to focus for any I. For any I, what is the value, so that this will be the maximum value. So that this what will be the value of I in terms of I, and I'm taking that j is let's say maximum. So the value will be I into n such that the this value is ignored. So I'm just taking I into n such that it is greater than the maximum one. What will be the value of I? Okay, i'm I'm just want to see that I need to sum I such that this value, that is k into ai or aj, this value don't affect. Okay, not affect so much. Okay. If this value is literally so much high, and because k is literally 10 to the power 100, so it may not gonna affect so much. Like let's say for 10 to the power 5, for an example, 10 to the power 10 to the power 5, 10 to the power 10. Okay, and if you subtract 10 to the power 5, that is ai maximum, and k is 100, that is 10 to the power 2. So 10 to the power 2 minus 10 to the power 7, it may not affect so much in 10 to the power 10. In terms of 10 to the power 10, 10 to the power 7 is literally small. Okay, so I'm just trying to find out such that this value is not going to affect for any I, so that the value of this value is no is a type of so small in terms of. So what will the value of I? So I'm just taking n common here, will be n minus 1 minus 2k into n. So I should be less than equal greater than equal to n minus 2k minus 1. Okay, that's it. So now you can see that if n is equal to, let's say, 10 to the power 5, so the value will be 10 to the power 5 minus 200 minus 1. Okay, approximately. So we have to check for the last 200 values, at most 200 values, that I want to say. So if you don't have to check for all the values for all I comma j pair, you need to only check for these value, or you can say last 200 values. On these 200 values we got our answer. So let's code together. Now we have n comma k, int n comma k, c n comma k, int result will be long. So first of all I need to take a vector of a of n. Okay, now what I need to do, let's say start point is equal to, that is n minus 2 into k minus 1. If any, it may be negative, so I'm just taking max of it comma 0. Now for int I is equal to start point, and I should be less than equal to n I plus plus. For int j is equal to I plus 1 j less than n. So we don't need to check all the pairs, so we need to check last 2 n values, that's it. Okay, because our answer will be lying into this. So long 10 answer will be I into j 1 long minus k into a of I or a of j. And result is equal to max of result comma 10. Zero 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 six. Oh, it should be negative maybe. Minus 3 minus 3. It is should be 3. Okay. So for the 3 minus 1. So it is I into j, k into, I think it should be got, and I j are different, that's it. ai comma aj, and result is equal to max of result comma 10, and result is into max. Why it is show, let's say it is for this example 113, then 3 3 2 into 1 is 2, 2 minus 3 minus 1. Let me check for the first example. I think it is not giving the correct answer. Why it is not giving? Why it is giving me this? Oh, I got it. It should be I plus 1, because in our solution the answer will be I plus 1, I minus 1. Okay. Sorry, the index will be starting from 1. There is 4. Minus 1 minus 4, 3, 12. Yeah. Okay, it is. So this is the second problem. You are given a table of n into m cell, n rows and n columns. The values of n into m is even. Okay. A domino is a figure that consists of two cells having a common set. It may be horizontal. Number of cells is to the right, can be horizontal or vertical. It should be dominoes. Okay. You need to find out whether it is possible to place n into m by two dominoes on the table, so that exactly k of them are horizontal. Okay. Okay, so in this type of problem, what you need to do, like you need to find all the different type of solution which is possible, and try out what are different possible. Okay, so like let's say here m and n. First of all, we have to start from here. uh, it is given that m into m is even, so m is odd and odd, m odd. So this case is not possible because it will not be even. So this is not possible. Second, n is even. Okay, I'm starting here. N is even and m is also even. This is the first case. Second case, n is odd, m is even. This is the second case. Third case, n is odd even and m is odd. So these are the three cases possible according to m and m. Okay. Now I'm just starting from the third case. I need to figure out what is, first of all, let's say what is, hmm. Oh man. Okay, so let's say n is even, so n is 4, 1 2 3 4, and m is what, m is equal to 5, 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay. Sorry about the drawing. Okay, so so first of all, if m is odd, these are odd, so, and so these need to be filled by only by verticals. Okay, so one of these n, if this m is odd, then this is only filled by vertical. Why it is so? I'm just telling you, if it is odd, then one of the, like there are odd columns, okay, so one will be must be filled with the vertical, with the vertical dominoes. Why it is so? Because you can't able to fill all with the horizontal dominoes. If you fill a horizontal domino, like something you fill here, then you fill here, then the last one will be remaining, because this is odd. So the only way you can fill this one, if it is odd, in it is in the vertical direction. Okay, so here we go. Same thing if n is odd, so same thing applies here. If n is odd, let's say n is equal to 3 and it is 4, or let's say it is 5, say 5,5. So if it is even, if it is n is odd, this is n and this is n, so this whole should be filled by horizontals only. So one, two horizontal are required. Okay, that's it. So now you see that otherwise there is no possible case. If you can't fill all these by vertical only, so you may fill this by this vertical. If you fill trying to fill by verticals, so this the one box will be remaining. So the only way you can fill it by only the horizontal way, by the horizontal dominoes. Okay, that's it. So after we are just following the must condition, the must condition are like if n is odd, this will be filled by horizontal only the one row, and if m is odd, this will be filled by verticals. After that you see that all the three case will become same, that is n into m, and n is even and m is even, because after filling this one, the remaining area will be n minus 1 and m. So this both is all will become even and even, so n is even and m is even. Okay, now going to this case. Now how can we fill if it is even and even? Okay, let's say it is 4 comma 4, 1 2 3 4. So you need to fill, this is even 4 comma 4, 4 comma 4, so you need to fill with the horizontal. So if you filled a 1 here, then let's say if the remaining k after doing the must conditions, let's say remaining k is even. If it is even, then we need, like we are just going with the, if n is equal to 4 something like that, so we are just taking of 2 cross 2 comma 2 into 2 sum matrix. Okay, then I will fill with this one, so we can fill a sum matrix, then other remaining will easily filled by with the verticals. But if k is odd, let's say k is odd, so you can't fill, so it is not able, you can't able to fill the hole, because if let's say k is equal to 1 or k is equal to 3, so you after that, after let's say this is filled, let's say k is equal to 1, this is filled, after that this will remain odd. Okay, and this is only be filled if one of them is filled by horizontal. You get my point? So we got our answer. This is the simple question. After at this point, if we manage to make all even, n is even and m is even, this is the last step of the problem. Then if k is odd, then it answer will be no, and if k is even, answer is yes. Now what we need to do in this case is, first of all, we need to see that k must be greater than the number of the horizontal can be filled. So k must be greater than this, and here after filling all these, I need to see, then k must be less than, let's say after filling all the verticals, this verticals is filled. Okay, the remaining how many remaining dominoes can be placed? Let's say the possible will be something 10. After the filling all the verticals, this vertical line, this is the must condition. If m is odd, it is filling. So after that, let's say 10 can be more, can the 10, there is a space available for the 10 dominoes. Then I need to check with the k, if k must be less than 10 or less than equal to. That's it. So it is a quite simple problem. So you need to, so let me code. I hope you understand this one, so you can code by yourself. Nmk int nmk. You just give then if, first of all, let's say if m is even, if m is odd, if m is odd, I'm gonna subtract making it even. If n is odd, same thing, I'm gonna subtract it, n minus 1 is making it even. And so if n is odd, I need to subtract, so the last line or the one column at least should be filled with the horizontal only, that will be m by 2 cubes will be required. Now if k is less than 0, let's say here the k is less than m by 2, then the answer is not possible. Or let's say we also do one thing, that is we subtracted m minus 1 minus, like we filled all one column with the verticals. So after that the possible will be n into m by, or k is greater than possible, or k is odd. Okay, if any of this is, so we can say answer is no, so we can't able to fill it out. And else say out yes, you made it done here. Mm-hmm. Mm, yes, 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 yes. Okay, it is giving me something wrong. So if n is odd, m is odd, nmk, I'm just taking nmk, I think so, nmk. If m is odd, I'm just subtracting m. If n is odd, I'm just subtracting n, and the I need to subtract m by 2. Okay, after that the how much is possible is n into m, n into m by 2. Okay, okay, sorry, if possible is k is greater than possible, yeah, I think so. Here we go. Oh yeah, so this is the last problem of the day. So suppose you have given 2 points P and Q. So let's denote the maximum distance between is the uh, subtract of x and subtract of y coordinate. So let's say the 3 point PQR are form a bad triplet if the distance from P to R is equal to P to Q and Q to R. Okay. Let's say that an array P1 P2 is good if it is impossible to choose three distinct indices I, j, k such that the point Bi, Bj and Bk form a bad triplet. Okay. You are given calculate the number of good subarrays of subarray A of length A. Okay. Number of good subarrays. So coordinates are, so what we are given is, we are given so that the length and distance between, let's say we are just have 3 point, and the coordinate are also given. You can see that, observe the coordinates are ai comma I, ai comma I. So for three, any three will be, let's say ai comma I, ai plus 1 comma I plus I plus 1, then a of I plus 2 comma I plus 2. So you can observe that the y coordinate is always increasing. Okay, so this is always increasing, and if these three values also in increasing or in decreasing form, then this, then like say this is the a point, this is b point, this is c point, then I'm 100% sure that maintain distance between a to c is equal to distance between a to b and b to c. Why it is so? So maintain distance will be, if I'm just taking a number line, and maintain distance is, let's say it is 5, 6 and it is 7, it is 20. So distance between 5 to 20, that is 15, is equal to here plus here. Okay, so if this point is inside between any these 2 points, then it is always possible. So it will may be increasing, or it may be something like 5 to 20 or 20 to 5. So if the middle point, if the middle point is between these 2 points, then it is always possible to have a maintain distance equal. Okay, and I'm 100% sure that for the y coordinate, let's say for x and y coordinate, because x and y behave independently, so y is in increasing order, that it will be 2 3 4 5 6, like 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I'm 100% sure that I'm, whatever the value I'm taking, three coordinates, this always be a man, and this will always gonna follow my this rule, this man and distance rule. Okay, because this is an increasing order. Now we have to check about x only. If we found any three value that are increasing or decreasing for x, that is ai aij or aik, then I'm 100% sure that these gonna follow, these gonna form a bad triplet, follow the Manhattan distance. Okay, we need to just what we need to do, what we need to do is just find if three are in increasing order or decreasing order, not, or the, okay, that's it. So we now we are at a point that we need to find out three pairs are in increasing or decreasing order. So let's say if this is my point, this is a point. Okay, this is x-axis, y-axis. So let's say its value is for instance anything, its value can be anything, 1 2 3 or 5. Let's say its value is 5, and I am placing that this point is 5, this 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8. So if this, the next value is 7 6, I'm just representing this part this way, 7, then I'm representing this way. Okay, so you will get an idea. Representation, I'm just using the representation, note the value. So let's say if these value or something look like this, then this is an increasing order. So I'm trying to find out what is the maximum size of subarray such that no three values are in increasing or decreasing order, to make it in non-decreasing. So I'm just making it positive, a little big. If I'm making it increasing, then it will be a 3 are in an increasing form. I'm not gonna make it the increasing one. I need to find out the maximum size of array so that no increasing or no decreasing three variable are there. So I need to decrease it. I need to decrease it. Okay, now 4 point. what I need to take the 4 point. If I take 4.4 negative, then this will form a increasing decreasing order, because this is then this is greater and this is negative, and it is less than this is 5, then it will be 4 or something like this. Okay, then this will form a something. So this is lesser. So what I need to do is I need can't do negative less than this, or I can't do less than this one, so I need to more than this one. So it is something like it is less than this and something like this. So no 3 points are in it is. So now these 3 points will be in increasing order. Okay, how can I make somehow that no point are in increasing order? So how gonna I make it? uh, let's say this point is negative and this is positive. I said this is, I'm making this increasing and this decreasing. Then these 4 points, Mhm. Now these 4 points will form an increasing array. If yeah, so you can see that if length of a subarray is 4 or 5, eh, okay, so there is be always a pair of 3 which are increasing or decreasing order. You can do by yourself also. Okay, so this is always possible of pair if you taking a length of 4 of a length of subarray that is greater than 4. It is always possible. So what we need to do, we need to do for the check of for all subarray of length 4. Okay, I'm just checking for all subarray of length 4. And I know that all the length of subarray is greater than 4. Then it is always possible that a three integers or a tuple is forming an increasing or decreasing, then the pair is bad. Okay, then the pair is bad, that's it. So I need to check for only for all the arrays, let's say all the arrays, and for only for all point I need to check only 4 points, that's it. So complexity will be O of n. Okay, so what I given int n and a of n, vector of a of n. I'm just taking the input of a of n. Now for int I is equal to 0, I less than n, and for int j is equal to I to j less than, I'm just checking for the four first problem points, comma and minimum. It will not go outside the array. So I need to count the answer. If the length is less than 2 or 1, if j minus I plus 1 is less than equal to 2, then answer plus plus. Okay, now I need to check for the length. Now it is 3 or 4. So I need to check if this length is 3 or 4. Okay, if this is increasing or decreasing one, So I need to check how I can check. Okay. Mhm. So I need to check from I to j of vector I. If it is true, that means that from a bad array I'm gonna break it, else I'm gonna make our answer plus plus. I'm gonna see out answer plus plus. So let me will check define this function. We have taken int I, int j, and a vector of int a. Okay. So for int I start k is equal to, let's say, I, and k less than equal to j, and k plus plus. So we need to check if it is possible that three arrays are in increasing order or not. So there are many ways, by the way. Mm, how gonna we check that? Like AI, AJ, and AK. Just taking three and check if they are increasing or decreasing. I'm just thinking of the simple way to check, but there are many ways we can easily check. Uh, let's say if length is equal to 3. Okay, if the length is equal to 3, let me, how can we check if the length is 3? If length is 3, so A, B, C, I'm just checking if these are greater than equal to this one, or these are greater than equal to this one. If length is equal to 4, I'm just taking A, B, C, D. I am having 4 values, and I'm checking for A, B, C, B, C, D. Then 4 C 3 will be 4 cases. Okay, A, B, C, B, C, D, A, C, D, and what is remaining? A, B, C, B, C, D, A, C, D, and A, B, D. Yeah. So we can check by using, if length is equal to 3, that is j minus I plus 1 is equal to 3. Then we're gonna check. We're gonna return uh, let's say making another function AI, AJ, AK. Okay, if else, if length is 4, then we're gonna return then bool value is equal to check one of AI, AJ, AK, or check one of, so there are only 4 conditions. So AI, AJ, AK, and what will be the value? Then oh man, AI, AJ, and AI plus 1, sorry. So the last one will be AI, AJ, and AI plus 1, A, B, D, and ACD. ACD will be JI plus 2. Then here will be BCD, I plus 1, and I plus 2. And the last one will be AI, AI plus 1, and AI plus 2. just return the value. So I need to check one int a, b, or int c. If a is greater than equal to b and b is greater than equal to c, return true. If a is less than equal to b and b is, if there is increasing or decreasing order, return true, else return false. Okay, let me check it is working or not. Add the same. These four is possible. 1 2 2 2 8. Hmm. Why it is for this value, it is not must not given for 2 for 1. It is not increasing, not decreasing, so it will must give a answer less than 2. Okay, let me check for this first example. So this is giving 8 answer. If I am just stopping this one, okay, ij, I to j, ij plus 4, I plus 1, I plus 2, I plus 3, and for here 2 and 3. Okay, so ij, okay. uh, oh, that's it, I got the point. Okay. I plus 1, I plus 2, then I plus 2, I plus j. So I'm changing their order, that's why the answer will not come in. I plus 2 and j, and the last one will be I plus 1. Yeah, here we go. So will be 3 test cases, 10 12 3. Oh man, TLE it is not possible. Like, okay, this maybe I'm just making it an array. I'm just copying the array so many times, that's why maybe that's a problem, and this is accepted. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm just copying the array every time, because now I'm just taking by the reference. Okay, so this is a good thing. You just take all the time you are using the same vector, so you just take pass the vector by reference. Okay, thank you.